I should switch places with you. Hello.
You're always on that side, though.
I know. But in order for you to be in there pretty good.
I need to
And then me
shave.
to type. I don't know. Does he need a shave? For anybody that comes on?
Definitely past due.
Should we turn on a light, maybe? Did that help? That helped a little bit. That's better. Okay. Hi, Lana. Okay.
How can she be commenting? Oh, now
There
it's
it's.
updated. It's like, how can
Can
it be
you hear us?
commenting
I think
when
you
she's
can.
not there?
Yeah, I think you can hear us. We're trying to figure out, because I had set up the live as a reminder and stuff, but I went on there and it said I had to upload a streaming software to go live on that one. So I just opened up another one. I'm not sure. Still learning this live stuff. We're all learning, right, Lana?
I'm not learning. I'm letting her do the learning.
So hopefully, I don't know. Did you come on here through the link or just on YouTube? Nice. Okay. Well, hopefully more people will be able to be on soon. We're gonna wait just
I
a
should
few
not be
minutes.
this tired.
Yeah, he's tired today.
It's 4 o'clock. It's bedtime.
That guy is peeing right out there.
I think he heard you say that too. Because he backed up behind the car.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we got storms headed our way. That's exciting.
Oh my gosh. It was a full frontal view.
It's pretty bad.
Oh my.
Yeah, leave a message.
I've
Set up.
Okay, I'll go to the group real quick. Let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so yeah, I put it on there. If you're just joining, go ahead and let us know where you're joining from.
I don't know. But
you can keep talking. I just want to check this.
It disappeared.
He couldn't see himself, so it freaked him out. Let's see. Yeah, Lana actually had a question on there, and yeah, I didn't get back to you yet, Lana, on that. I figured I'd wait and talk to him, but you can ask him. Yeah.
What stuff going
on? With your like ADHD and school, and how's all that working?
I twitch a little. I don't know. It's not so much. Doing better now than I did in real school. So, of course, I only have one subject to focus on. So, and I take a lot of breaks. I work for a while, and then we have breaks between class, and then we got home, and I had a snack tonight, and then when we're done here, I'll do the rest of my homework because I got verbs to do tonight and some grammar. Promotion. I also have cars that I'm working on, but all of that stuff, I just need, I don't know, breaks in between everything.
She watched the video of our day in school.
Oh. I listen to it all in school. But when I'm actually doing my homework, I'm usually either in silence or I have music playing or something that's doesn't take away my focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the breaks. I study about half as much as everybody in class, maybe less than half as much, because I can't do it. I have to absorb it for a little while, and then yeah.
But he's doing a
And
great
then give
job.
over.
He is comprehending it really well.
I'm good at remembering the rules and why things are done, but then remembering real time, I have to like stare off into outer space, and it takes me 10 minutes to make a coherent sentence. But I remember how to make the sentences correctly because of all the rules. It just takes me a while.
Hello, Diana. Good to see you again. I guess I can't see you, but good to have you here again. We're doing good. Yeah.
Except that I'm really tired. They don't know why. I slept pretty good last night.
Yeah. Nick está. Let's see. Yeah. Is it está? Yeah. Está cansada. Cansado. Don't say cansada. He's not a female. Cansado. Nick is tired.
Casado. Cansado?
Cansado.
Which one's married?
Casado.
Casado.
So if you're married, you are casado. Let's see. So Lana says, so I always learn by just listening. Can't comprehend anything. I have to read. Interesting. I can't do that. I'm a visual person. All right. Diana says, time 4:07.
Now that
Yeah.
now that the United set their clocks back, you're on the same time as we are. We're on Central Time.
Yeah.
But our clocks don't change. So now the United States has gone back to regular time. Now we're on Central Time again.
Yeah, we're the same. So, yeah. We have more people that joined. If you don't mind where you're joining from, we would love to know.
And I'm sure
Hello, Betty. Buenas tardes. Betty is the one that lives in Guatemala.
Oh.
So.
Are you watching a volcano down there? I've been keeping an eye on it on my Google page.
Yeah. She sent me a picture. I'll have to show you.
Of the volcano?
Mm-hmm. Well, not that volcano,
Oh.
actually. One that's in front of it, right? I believe. So, yeah. All right. So, y'all, I've been dealing with an infection. So, hi, Kimberly.
Is it nice and cool there? No,
Not here.
not here.
It's hot and sticky.
Hello, M&M's from Indiana.
Hi. Yeah. School is good, Diana. School's been good. We are almost.
It is 88 degrees, and what did that say?
I'll get it.
Shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna break it.
There you go.
88 degrees and 70% humidity.
So it's hot.
That's about as cool as it gets during the day.
Yeah. So, yeah, cold and rainy in Missouri. So.
No, we should have been living in Missouri then, huh?
Branson was our place that we were going. Yeah, it is hot here, Diana. Definitely hot. So,
but even the locals have said this isn't normal. They said usually by now it starts cooling off, and it's not cooling off.
yeah.
And also the rain. Usually the rainy season is pretty well over by now, and which now I think it is, except it's dark and cloudy outside right now. But I don't know. The rainy season lasted longer than usual, and the heat is lasting longer than usual. And I guess we'll just see how that works itself out. Hopefully, it starts cooling off sometime soon.
Yeah.
Just at night would be good.
What's considered cool here?
We don't really know, just because we're not around that much or haven't been here that much. I've heard that it drops into the 60s at night, or it can drop into the 60s at night. I'm not certain. Usually mid to upper 70s is all we've been getting here lately at night. So.
Yeah. So we're not sure yet. So, hello, Michelle Sunshine.
I'm looking at Betty's thing there. Yes, the rainy season did start late. That's what they said too. And they said, "Oh, we've barely gotten any." And then Hurricane John grazed past us out here on the coast, and it rained for 12 days straight. I mean, we had very few gaps in between them. So it caught up.
So, all right. Just to tell you a little story real quick, I had, and this is actually coming on to my other channel. I shared a little, a story on it. But anyways, I had to get lab work done here in Mexico. So just a little bit different than in the States. So basically, I was told that I need to get urinalysis and blood drawn. And so basically you go to a little tienda, which is a store, and you buy a cup. And you actually do it at home, and then you take it to the lab. And so I took it to the lab, and then they did my blood work there. And basically, right there is where I got
could
jabbed.
Not find a vein in there at all.
So she jabbed it in there, just poked it in there basically, and then couldn't find anything, and so she poked and prodded again, and then she did it once again, and nothing came out. So she ended up having to come over here to my hand. I'm like, ow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would never draw my own blood.
It doesn't usually bother me, but she was being pretty rough with that needle.
Yeah. So it did hurt. It was not feeling very well. And I don't do good with shots. I do okay with getting my blood drawn unless you're drawing a lot, or if something not normal is happening like that, then I get ready to pass out. I start seeing the dots and everything. And so I'm like, I have to lay down. And the nurse in there or whatever, she didn't speak English. She only spoke Spanish. We don't speak Spanish yet. Bit. Lay down and put my feet up, and she's like, "No, sit," basically. And I'm like, "Oh, you don't want me to pass out." So, but Lana says, I hate when they do that. I was always one of those. If you can't get it the first time, then get someone else. Here, the standard is 3 tries before someone else tries. There was nobody else. She was the secretary, basically, and the nurse. So, yeah.
It was her or nobody.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Question for everybody, like, does this time work okay, or do the Fridays work better? Because we were doing Fridays for a little bit, and I don't know, I put out that questionnaire and it seemed like more people chose Wednesday at 4, but I have no idea. So
how's it getting dark out there?
Yeah.
Makes me
I have
excited.
told them to let me do it myself. Blood draws don't hurt, but IVs do. Yeah. True. Okay. Is good. Nick looks sad. He needs a vacation with family in the States.
I'm not sad. I'm tired.
So he's like really tired.
I don't know why. I'm just
Yeah.
tired today.
Yeah. So
I do look forward to spending some Christmas time at home, but we really love it down here. So.
yeah.
And as we said before, most of you are on. I need to shave. And usually, if I shave and sleep a little better,
he would be more perked.
might be time for another haircut.
We plan to only do these lives. We should be done by 5, so that'll work. Angelica, where are you guys, or what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Okay, so our Spanish school is doing a Thanksgiving dinner together. So, and it will actually be at the home across the road from us. So that's kind of nice.
So we don't have to go very far.
So everybody is bringing a dish or, whatever they can bring. And we're going to have a Thanksgiving dinner here. And then I believe, I don't know, we might be doing some kind of other dinner as well with locals. I don't know how all this works.
Yeah, they talked about doing a local dinner where all of the Americans on the base bring something for a big meal, and then all the locals show up just so they can eat some American style recipes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna make deviled eggs and something else for the going across the road.
Mm. So. We need to put that in this sign up genius. So yeah, that's the plan for Thanksgiving. So gonna have a dinner and share it with people around here. So pumpkin pie. So Betty, you want to bring pumpkin pie? Oh, Lana, you want to bring turkey? Sounds good.
Yeah, turkey. Apparently, they've got a lot of that around here. So.
Yeah. Vicky. Will the locals be sad that there are probably are not tortillas? Or we'll have to see. There might be tortillas. I have no idea. So, but there will be turkey there.
Yeah.
So
it would have been June when we were here. The cooking class did. What is that called? The hamburger pie.
shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. Thank you. They did shepherd's pie, which is a very American dish. We're from Kansas, so we know what it is. I don't know if everybody knows what shepherd's pie is. Whatever. It's got some vegetables and beef and some kind of
mashed potatoes
going over it, and then over the top is mashed potatoes and stuff. Anyway, the local kids ate it, and they asked them, "What would you do different with this recipe?" And they said, "Oh, we'd add peppers and eat it with a tortilla." That was their thing.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Which doesn't hurt my feelings any. I love eating pretty much everything with tortillas here. We're getting used to that, and I'm a pretty big fan of tortillas.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so Angelica says maybe you guys can do a video of the food. Yummy. Yeah, definitely. And then Betty said skinny turkeys. We'll see what they find.
Less genetically altered here.
Yeah, that makes it better.
And not fed pure corn.
Yeah. Diana says, are you doing any cooking there, or do you go out to eat? And if you cook, what are you cooking?
Yes, all of the above. Really, in the mornings, I make quesadillas or bacon or burgers or all of the above. A little bit of everything there. I make a lot of tacos just because rice and beans and tortillas are all cheap and easy to get. And so I eat those as tacos. And then we've made our own salsa, a green salsa verde, which it has avocado in it, and we were told that technically it's guacamole.
There is a video on that. Hi, Missy.
Hi, Missy. I'm drawing a complete blank. We've got delicious food right down the road here, and oddly enough, one of everybody's favorite around here is the Chinese food. It's a Mexican family that owns the Chinese place, but apparently he spent like 20 years in the United States cooking Chinese food there, and so now he's down here cooking Chinese food. It's a pretty popular place, Comida China, but it's delicious, and all of us, all of it. In fact, we took some friends of ours there last week.
Yeah,
and,
from Kansas,
and we were in there eating, and I went out to the car. And I turned around because I heard a big diesel truck, and it was some of our people from our class. They showed up. It ended up being 6 of us from Spanish class in there eating all at once.
Yeah.
So.
And even the locals love it. They choose to go there instead of the one in Puerto Escondido. They said the one in Puerto Escondido is owned by Chinese people, and it just doesn't taste good like the one in Rio Grande.
Is Betty the one
it's interesting.
In
Guatemala.
Same here. They love Chinese.
Yeah.
Maybe Chinese food's just good everywhere.
Hola, hola. Jose, hola amigos. Yo vivo aquí en Kansas. Me gustan sus videos. Gracias. Oh, Jazz. It's okay.
Something
in. He has a friend that lives in Kansas, and he loves our videos.
Hola, amigos.
Or who lives?
I live.
Oh.
Aquí en.
What are we looking at?
TN, up there on the board.
Oh. So I have a little sticky note on the board.
Question words still.
Yeah, with question words.
Still bounce around in my brain and aren't very good.
That's why I thought who, because TN is who. So, yeah. I'm so glad that you guys love the videos. Definitely let us know if you have any questions that you would love to know about. So, yeah. Jazz said, I thought Nick saw another tarantula.
Those are her problem. She likes them. She would have one as a pet if she could. And so I just let her. I got nothing to do with it. And then when the scorpions show up, that's my problem. I deal with the scorpions. She won't deal with those.
Hi, Margit. Good to see you on here again.
So, yeah, I deal with the ones that actually sting. She deals with the fuzzy ones.
Actually, so the other day, talking about scorpions, oh my goodness, this poor girl, she's like, 19 years old, 20 maybe.
And she really is just so sweet and so nice.
She is. And, what day was that, Monday or yesterday?
No, that was yesterday.
So yesterday, she woke up and she was getting around and everything, walking around barefoot. We all do in our homes. And she stepped on a tarantula.
Not a tarantula.
Or not tarantula. Oh my gosh. Scorpion. A scorpion.
It stung her on the bottom of the foot.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my worst nightmare. So, yeah, that really hurt. She said her foot went numb for a while. And yeah,
if you're not allergic to, this is what we've been told anyway. If you're not allergic to the scorpions, it's not much worse than a bee sting. So.
Yeah.
Same thing with bee stings. If you're not allergic, it hurts. But
yeah.
They will make you go numb and they can swell and stuff. But
yeah. Oh.
Missy Hoffman, any snakes? There are not a lot of snakes in this area. They said if you go up into the mountains, there are some, I don't know if they're rattlesnakes. There are some vipers, but Not any around here. Around here we have some little garters, but we never see them.
Yeah.
Some kids caught some. No, it'd be our teachers. Our teachers' grandkids.
Yeah.
Have caught some.
No, it's not in this.
Yeah, we don't deal with any snakes here.
Mm-mm.
So.
Right. I thought it was in there.
What are you looking for?
Oh, that page to show the snakes and everything.
That was only level 1.
Yeah.
So. I can get mine. It's right inside the door.
It's all right. So. There. Okay. Yeah. No bueno for sure. Hello, Tina. Good to see you here. Yeah. Let's see what else. So I'll just show off a little bit. This is our book for Spanish school, mine actually. And then we have our schedule. So, and our schedule goes 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And basically we have devotions in the morning. So as you saw in the video, if you have not seen the video, then go back and watch that sometime. We sing a song, so it's all in Spanish, and it's just a good way to keep that repetition of Spanish going. And then each person has a day that they do a devotion in Spanish. So we write all that out in Spanish, and we do public speaking, basically.
Hers was yesterday.
So, yeah.
Mine was on Monday.
Mm-hmm. So, and then our first class is grammar. And for grammar today, I'll just share a little bit here.
Man, we got a lot of grammar work to still do today.
I know.
She hasn't done her homework either.
We need to get our grammar done. But for today, we have irregular verbs in future and conditional. And I'm just going to kind of show you. I highlighted it all, but this is what it looks like. So even those of you that do know Spanish, this is where we're at the moment. So we're learning future and conditional.
And we always love irregular verbs. Because every speaking tense has irregular verbs of some form or another.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to really remember them other than to memorize them.
Yeah. So this is what we do for our homework. We're conjugating, and then we translate sentences. So, yeah. Let's see. Margie says, I love your interaction with all the other students. Looks like a fun group. It is a fun group, for sure. Everybody just enjoys hanging out and doing things together.
Even our social media lady from Canada,
yeah,
she just got back, and we have little wars going on in class on a pretty regular basis between classrooms. And she said, this is just a really interesting dynamic we have between all of the classrooms. She said she doesn't think she's ever seen, this kind of positive interaction between all the classes and stuff.
Yeah. And then vocabulary. So this is our next vocabulary, and this one's on school. It's school words. I highlight what I already know. So I have a lot to memorize. This we have to have memorized by Friday.
Every other day we have a page just like that.
Yep.
It's about 30 or 40 words and phrases, words, verbs, and phrases. We have to have all of those memorized every other day. And we have a test over them. It's a quiz. They're technically not graded, but
yeah,
all of those end up showing up. Not all of them, but a lot of those end up showing up on our tests, and we have to know what they are. So,
and then verbs. So our verbs kind of look like this, and we have to fill them in. So
and conjugate them properly.
Yes. So that's how that works.
So we have to finish our grammar
and our verbs today. So yeah, that's that. There's a lot there. So Jazz asked, what is the most difficult in learning Spanish? Coming up with the sentences to speak out loud. that's for me. That's what's most difficult because if I go up to someone, I'm like, "Cómo estás?" and they're like, "Bien, bien, y tú?" and I'm like, "Bien," and then I'm like, "What? Bye."
And then we're out. We can if we need to, but you're gonna ask us a question. It's gonna take me 5 minutes to come up with a phrase that makes sense.
Yes.
And then you're gonna be so tired of talking with us, you're gonna be like, okay, bye.
Actually, we do hear that the locals love it when we try to speak with them and everything. So,
And we did have a fun conversation
with the fruit and vegetable tienda owners. Oh my goodness, I like them. I love going to that little tienda and everything. And so we get questions to ask. Mexican. It has to be Mexicans, and it cannot be teachers that are the Mexican teachers. So we have to find a local. So I talked to the lady that owns this tienda down there, and I'm like, Puedo, now I can't think of a Siente unas preguntas. Can I ask you some questions? And she's like, sí. And so I asked her the questions, and her husband was there, and they were helping and everything. And then I'm like, I don't even know if I know their name. So I was like, me llama, or not me llama. Oh my gosh. Well, see, I can't even think.
This is what happens when we get live in front of people, and this happens to me when I'm doing my devotionals. I'm reading them, and I forget everything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it just like left my head. ¿Cómo se llama? And so she's like, Lily, and I'm like, and she's like pointing at her esposo, Leo. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
Leo and Lily.
Oh, our internet is not working very well right now.
Uh-oh.
We're lagging. So
it's getting cloudy outside. I'm excited because when the clouds come in, cooler weather comes in, and if it starts raining, it's real good.
All right. Hello, Gretchen. She says, hola. I'm glad I caught your live. So glad you're here. All right. Diana asked, are you ever scared, especially in the nighttime? And do you go out in the nighttime? Around here? No.
We do go out sometimes. We've been out.
We do go out.
There's been a few community events, and we don't mind walking around this town. They say not to after 10 o'clock or so because most of who's wandering around are either the packs of dogs that for some reason think they own the streets at night, or people that have had a little too much to drink. And,
and if you do go, you don't go alone. So.
No.
Yeah.
I would probably, and I know this is going to come across as sexist, but I would probably go alone. I would not want her to go alone. But it's best if we go together. But we don't spend a lot of time after dark.
Yeah. Margie says, at least you can't feel alone. I'm sure the tienda owners are accustomed to trying to figure out what the newbies are saying. Yes. Yeah.
This was actually the most Spanish we have spoken with them, and they were so happy to have this conversation. I was surprised. I mean, they're always super friendly with us. That's part of the reason why we love that store, and it's just a really good store. But they just seem thrilled to have us trying to have this back and forth with them. So it was a lot of fun.
When I told them what our names were, she was like so excited. She's like, oh, because they are Lily and Leo, LL, and we are Nick and Neoshea, NN. So, Betty, it is El Cacalote. So,
which I think is some form of a cockroach. It's not La Cucaracha, but I think it translates something about a cockroach.
Betty speaks Spanish. Maybe she knows.
Yeah.
Cacalote.
Tell us what it means. Oh, we already read that one.
Yeah, we got through all those. So,
lots of memorizing. Yes, Lana out there.
Yeah.
A lot of memorizing.
There's a lot.
The first few weeks that I was here in level 1, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. My brain was not having it. But
Mhm.
After a little while, it had to relearn how to learn. I think.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
learn new things all the time, but it's usually mechanical things that I can put my hands on. And language isn't something you can put your hands on, so it's hard.
True. Betty, it's a really small town, and do you know Rio Grande? I know you know Puerto Escondido, but do you know Rio Grande? And if you do, we are in between Puerto Escondido and Rio Grande. So, Vicky, if it's spelled tecolote, it means owl. Oh, here, I'll spell it on the chat for you all. So, El Cacalote. There you go.
I'm gonna look in my newest.
We really love it here. It's a nice little town.
Well, this one didn't come up with anything.
Oh. I don't know.
We have no idea.
Ah. And then another thing you can look for is Roca Blanca.
White Rock. Know that one.
Mission base. So that's a part of. It's right south, not south. I don't even know what direction, but it's right here by Cacalote,
South.
and that's where the Spanish school is.
See,
There, yeah. See the cockroach.
that's what Google Translate comes up with.
Yeah. So, if you're on here and you haven't said anything, let us know where you're watching from. We would love to know. So, Lana, the peanut is what Google Translate said it means. Have we heard that?
A peanut is cacahuate.
Oh, yeah. Cacahuate. So, yeah. So it's spelled different. Diana, is the population large there? Do you want to see if you can find it?
Population in El Cacalote changes regularly.
Yeah. Hi, Laura from Detroit, Michigan. Awesome. Michigan, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think there's another YouTuber that's down here in Mexico that does videos like we do, and she's from Michigan. And oh, my phone is in the other room. What's it called? Light of Homestead or something? I can't remember, but I'll watch her videos every once in a while. She seems super sweet. Google AI told me it means raven. It is giving multiple meanings. That's so weird.
It just depends on where you look, I guess.
Yeah.
Touch of Light.
Yes.
Homestead.
Touch of Light Homestead. Thank you, Margie, right? Margie. I keep forgetting what it is. Margie or Margie. So, yeah. So, I like watching her videos as well.
I don't remember what I was going to say. My brain just switched off.
It's like I'm done thinking. It's awesome.
I would have guessed smaller,
cool.
but I think looking around, I bet we've got 600 people in this town probably. It's kind of spread out, and there's a bunch of houses. We've been told that some of the vacant houses, the ones that are actually in the process of being built, there were some really nice houses being built here.
You'll like this one.
We were told that they were actually owned by cartel members, and the National Guard came in and rounded up a whole bunch of cartel members, and when they did, the construction on these houses just stopped, just in their tracks. And so now there's a bunch of half-done houses all around town.
Yeah.
If you find a really nice house that's half done and nobody's been working on it for a long time, there's a chance that it was a hotel member.
And it's still owned by them, that land or in that house. So there's nothing you can do with it.
Yeah.
So you can't, like in the United States, you can't squat in it and say, "Oh, I live here now." So I don't know.
I'm not sure you'd want to be stealing land from cartel members anyway. It just seems like a bad policy.
Lana, squirrel. All the time.
Constantly.
Squirrel all the time. All right. So, okay, cool. Margie, I did see Michigan as well. That's awesome. Yay. We got some people from Michigan. That's pretty cool. And then Tina is from Wilmington, California. Let's see. Is that in mid part of California? I can't remember. I used to live in San Diego.
Wilmington,
right here.
Oh.
And then
I'm blind.
Ola Rick from Dallas, Texas. Yeah.
And I can't pay them. We're going to have to do it on. I owe them tolls. And I tried paying them on my problem, and now it won't let me. It says we can't do this on iPhone for some reason or another. I'm not sure what's going on.
There are some things that we can't pay because we're in Mexico, and it's
I gotta
it has to be done in the States.
Yeah, I got a VPN to be able to log on to some stuff back there to close down my business and a few other things, and that works great for some things, but it just won't let me do it. So.
Tina said, loved watching you making chili the other day. Nice. The salsa. Chile. Sorry, Chile.
Not chili.
I know.
We make chili in Kansas with cinnamon rolls.
Does anybody else do that? Cinnamon rolls with your chili? Anyways, okay, squirrel. And then Vicky. Oh, okay. Vicky was talking to Tina. Tina said Southern California between Long Beach and San Pedro. All right. Okay. I figured somewhere around there. I used to live in like Alpine, Chula Vista, Oceanside. And the last place I lived there was La Mesa. Loved La Mesa. It was beautiful there. Okay, Jazz, would you say it is a village rather than a town? More or less.
Yeah.
Más o menos.
There is good public transportation.
She also asked, do they have good public transportation?
Right. They have taxis in town. And there are the urbans, the vans that run between, basically everywhere. But Puerto Escondido all the way up to Rio Grande and further up the coast here. You can get on them, and they're supposedly cheap and air conditioned and not too bad to ride in.
Yeah.
So.
The U.S. would confiscate it?
I think she's talking about the land or the houses from the cartel.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not sure I would want to be the one caught living in that house. That's kind of my point. Even if the government took it and sold it, I'm not sure I would want to be the one living there when they get out of prison and come looking for their house.
Exactly. Diana said, have you encountered anything bad that made you think I want to go back home? No, not at all. It's pretty much we came here. I mean, for me, I came here with no expectations. Like I knew that whatever happened. Is we're in a new country, which feels like a different world to us. And so whatever it is type of thing. So I came with an open mind. So yeah, nothing bad. But Gretchen says, I'm from Santa Rosa, California. Cool. My husband is from Tlaxcala, Morelos, Mexico. I've been there 4 times with him. I loved it. It's so beautiful. I wanted to live, but my husband is, why doesn't your husband want to live there? Aww. Yeah.
I always hear of people visiting Morales on the Facebook site that we follow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Never been. This is the only place in Mexico I've ever been.
I've been to Riviera Maya and then here. So, well, I've been to Tijuana, Baja California when I was a little girl living in California. So, how long will we be in Mexico?
Until God points us someplace else.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say back home, but I've got a friend that runs a mission in Uganda, and I don't know. I thought it might be fun to go visit him there too. But we'll leave that up to God on what we do. I thought that would be a fun trip.
Oh my.
So
Yeah, we'll just pray over it. But yeah.
Yeah, cinnamon rolls good. Yep. That's right.
Because Lana's from the Midwest like us.
Oh, well, I've got friends in Iowa that are like, cinnamon rolls, that actually sounds pretty good, but we do cornbread every time. I was like, no. Cinnamon rolls with chili.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, cornbread with nothing. And of course, I eat the boxed cornbread, which isn't good in general. So
yeah. Cinnamon rolls go with everything.
Yeah.
Cinnamon rolls are dinner. Yep, thank you.
I'll take it.
Speaking, oh my goodness. It is like smoky out there. Okay, so
that's what's fun about living here is you can burn whatever, wherever.
Yeah, it's very smoky out there. So here, the children's home, the people there, they make cinnamon rolls and homemade pizza and stuff like that, and they bring it down like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't know, Friday if they do.
I think it's Tuesday through Friday.
Over by the comida, and then you can buy those, and it helps fund the children's home to take care of the children and their clothing and stuff.
And we don't buy it because we have a sugar addiction. We buy it to support the children's home.
So
that might be halfway a lie.
So anyways, Margie asked, will we celebrate Thanksgiving? If so, how? And that was asked earlier, but I know you weren't on. So we will be with the Spanish school celebrating Thanksgiving, and right across the road, everybody's going to bring a different dish, whether it's, somebody's bringing turkey or a side dish or a dessert or whatever. And we're going to all celebrate together. And I know somewhere along the lines, we're going to be celebrating with locals as well. So the locals can have a celebration with us. So, yeah.
They'll come celebrate with American dishes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll provide the dishes. So.
Yeah. So, anybody else new on here? Let us know where you're watching from.
Most of the year, they introduce us to their cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving is our turn to show them.
Yeah. Yep. Oof. I don't know what they're.
A chicken hanging out on our front porch.
Yeah.
Our tiny little cement slab. We get walked off.
Mm-hmm. Duba was out there. Duba is a little chihuahua.
And usually chihuahuas just yap and yap and yap. And we're getting... this dog is so sweet and quiet and hardly ever... I would have said it never barks, but here the last few days, some other dogs have been around here bugging her. And so...
Yeah. Okay, Diana asks, Nick, do you fix cars there or do you teach?
Neither. It's not entirely true. I do fix cars right now. I'm just helping out where I can. Right now, we're just learning our Spanish. The plan is to teach in the trade school here how to fix cars. So I'll be fixing and teaching. But that won't be till next August, if everything goes together right. And so,
yeah.
In the meantime, I'm helping them kind of get the ideas for the shop and set up the shop and figure out what tools we need. And so,
yeah. So we are actually, like I said earlier, almost halfway done with level 2 Spanish school. And so once Spanish school is done for this level 2, we have about a 3-week break, really, I think, 2.5. And we're going to go ahead and drive back to the United States, and we're going to go to Kansas and spend Christmas time with our family. And then we'll end up going down to Mississippi to go spend some time with my son. So maybe in there, Lana, we might have to catch up. I don't know. I don't know if we can make it that way, but we might have to try. Otherwise, we'll have some other time to catch up. Then we're going to come back down, and level 3 Spanish school for us will be starting on January 6th. And then we will be done February 21st. And then we're going to drive back to Mississippi to watch my son graduate from the Air Force tech school. He's going to be a meteorologist. And I hope this is still working. Nobody's chatting. I think we're lagging really bad. And then there they come. Yep. And then we will be in Kansas from March until mid-June. And then we're going to come back down to do level 4 Spanish school. So that's kind of the plan right now. Let's see.
This one, I think, was 3 different statements that are all one.
Yeah. So Diana says, will you be live during break or showing videos?
We'll have some videos, I'm sure.
Yeah, we will have videos, and we will do some lives. We might be able to throw one live in during our break while we're in Kansas. Yeah. So Margie says that must be a long drive.
3 or 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how much we want to push.
Yeah. So, yep, definitely.
There's a bunch more smoke.
Ugh.
We're getting smoked out of our own house.
Yep. So, are y'all getting this? Because I don't know if our internet, it's kind of glitchy.
We're glitching on our own screen.
Yeah. Is it glitchy on your end? So.
Maybe it's just your computer.
No, it's not the computer. Whatever. So.
Scary.
Is it scary driving all through Mexico?
I was terrified to drive through Mexico. But we didn't have a single problem the whole way. So I guess I was scared, but it wasn't really scary.
A little
that
nervous.
Makes sense. But
yeah.
I'm here a while. I mean, there's obviously things you don't want to do in Mexico. There's things I wouldn't want to do in, Detroit or Los Angeles or New York or, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Just like here, there's things you don't want to do. But.
As long as you're not doing anything illegal, it shouldn't be any issue. You just have to, I don't know, there are some corrupt police out there that try to bribe you into giving them money, and you just don't do it. Otherwise, they're going to keep doing that to Americans. So, I don't know.
And we're not the rich Americans that they're looking for.
No, we're not rich. We can't do that. Okay, so Jazz, I'm going to Google to find where Kansas is, and you're going to come to Kansas, right?
Where does she live?
Yes, she's in England right now, getting ready to move to France.
Ooh.
She's the one from Cameroon, so
world traveler.
She is, aren't you? Jazz is a world traveler, so yeah. Betty, I hear it's the borders that are scary. Yeah, within 50 miles over the border in Mexico, it is.
We've been told some horror stories, but
we didn't run into anything.
A lot of the people that we've seen that really had problems were towing long trailers full of stuff with, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 trucks and trailers. Like, I hate to say it, but you're kind of putting a target on yourself when you're that flashy. And
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just luck of the draw. You know, we crossed the border when we had a little bit of daylight, and there was a lot of cars crossing the border. So we just got in line with them and had people around us all the time.
Yeah.
You know, when you're out driving by yourself and there's not a lot of people around, it's a little more dangerous. So.
Yeah. So,
many roads like our expressways. Is that the one you were doing?
Nope.
Oh.
I was going to the next one.
Oh, just west of me.
Yeah. So Lana said, Jazz, just west of me. That is correct. And then Vicky, Dorothy and Toto live in Kansas. Yeah, we met them.
More.
We met them in a tornado. Just kidding. Margie says, are many of the roads like our expressway? So
there are. That was a big boom. We've had fireworks here for a few weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, they have a bunch of toll roads here. A lot of toll roads. It's kind of expensive, but sticking with the toll roads, we've been told, is actually the safest way to travel. So
yeah.
So we pay that.
And Tina says just driving at night is not good.
That's what we've heard.
That's what we've heard. And basically, it's not really the people that you got to watch out for the most part, driving at night. It's the topes.
Speed bumps.
The speed bumps.
They're everywhere.
And the dogs. I mean, or animals, any animals. But the dogs are like walking out on the highways. And yeah, it's hard to see them. So, yeah, so Jazz is near London.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. How do you say the name? Gay Faircant Fair, right? GUI Gay, right? Gay Faircant Fair. Okay, so
it's probably something naughty in Spanish that we don't know.
¿Cuánto han aprendido de español? So when
something about learning.
Yeah, learning Spanish. Why? Wait, what is
how long?
Cuánto.
It's not up there.
When?
Huh? No,
Oh, cuánto
cuando.
is how many?
How many?
How many? Yeah. Cuántos? How much learning of Spanish? That's got to be what it is. Yeah. Thank you, Betty. How much Spanish? Okay. Thank you, Diana, for helping too.
Yeah, but aprendido. Something about learning Spanish.
Yeah. So how much Spanish are you learning? Todos.
We're learning all of it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. We're going to do 4 lessons.
Cuatro lecciones.
No, not lecciones.
Lessons.
Levels.
Levels. But lessons. I guess you said lessons. That's why I said that.
I was wrong. I corrected it. And then you tried uncorrecting it. We're doing 4 levels. Each level is 7 weeks and is comprised of about a year's worth of Spanish. So we're only in level 2. We've got, that's what I'm looking at, 9.5 weeks of Spanish. That's it. Plus a little bit from the app, whose name I cannot think of. At the
Duolingo.
Duolingo. We've had a little bit from Duolingo, not a lot. Not much of it is. We're getting real glitchy and slow again.
Yeah, I know. Sad. So yeah, not too much of learning Spanish yet.
We got a long ways to go. What we mean.
We're learning future and conditional right now. So getting more sentences put together. So yeah, not a lot. Lana says glitchy. But Lana, you live out in the country, so it's probably always glitchy for you. I don't know.
I blame it on Lana.
Yeah, Lana, it's all your fault. Okay, Margie. I've heard in some areas there aren't even stop signs, and everyone just drives willy nilly. Yes, they do.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
They have, so in Rio Grande, for example, I don't think there's a stop sign in the entire town. There are some stoplights,
Mm-hmm.
but only on the main street. The rest of it are unprotected and unprotected. Let's call it unprotected with quotation marks, because they have topes, they have the speed bumps
Mm-hmm.
on like every side. So you have to slow down at the intersections, and then whoever gets there first or gets over their tope the quickest. Motorcycles almost always just fly over those speed bumps, just like they're not there,
And they fly
and
around
so
you.
it's. But now I'm just kind of getting used to it. Learn how to drive like the locals.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little scary.
Yeah, you just gotta keep your eyes open and watch out for the other drivers.
Yeah, and in Puerto Escondido, a lot of that is unprotected too, and that scares me because that's heavy traffic with no protections except on the main roads. And
yeah,
I hate driving in Puerto Escondido because the roads are on slants like this. You know, there's hills that are maybe higher, and so you're constantly trying to roll, and it's a little rough.
Okay, so she asks, many fender benders? No,
surprisingly, no.
And the thing is, here's the thing. What we heard is if you end up in a wreck and somebody gets hurt, somebody's going to jail. And if the person is a gringo, the gringo is going to jail no matter what. So. That's what we heard. So I don't know. Vicky says, sounds like driving I experienced in Paris and Rome, where lines in the road and traffic signals mean nothing. That's basically it. I've never been there, but
because even when we stop at the stop signs, or the stop lights in town, people will stop and look around and be like, "Yep, nobody's coming," and just blow right through or turn, and it's a little nerve wracking. So.
We were told that all the rules of the road are just suggestive.
Suggestions.
So, yep. Lana, I see that. Lana said, when I was in Tijuana, the driving was horrendous, heavy traffic, and crazy drivers.
Pretty much. And we've been told that a lot of them just don't have licenses.
Yeah.
But nobody cares. Half of the cars don't even have tags. They have.
And there will be 12-year-olds out driving.
Yeah.
So Betty says, lots of motorcycles. Yes. And
everywhere.
The 12-year-olds will be on the motorcycles.
Yeah, we have our neighbor, actually. She hops on. She'll show up here with 2 or 3 of her friends on one motorcycle. I'm like, I don't think I would have balanced that well on a motorcycle at 12 years old. Or
whole family.
She's probably 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole family. And pick own. They take the motorcycle to the beach.
Yeah.
And I don't understand, but it's kind of fun to watch, and they love it. So
yeah, it's interesting to see how people do things around here. We really enjoy it. So Vicky, there were 4 lanes in the road, but there were 8 cars across. Wow.
Yeah, that would make me.
So yeah.
Sounds like Guatemala City.
Yeah. Definitely. I figured Guatemala and here in Mexico, it's probably pretty similar. So Jazz says, same thing in many places in Africa. Never stop at orange lights. Someone will hit you behind. Oh, well, that's a new experience.
Yes,
wow.
We don't want to do that in Africa.
Yeah. So an experience that we had that we didn't know anything about is we were getting ready. We were on the highway. Someone was behind us, and we were getting ready to turn left. And he turned on his turn signal to turn left, like we always do. And then he went to turn, and this car came around him and went down in the ditch and came back up and went back on the road. And we're like, whoa, why did they do that? Apparently, turning on your turn signal says, you can pass me. you have to stick your hand out as well with the turn signal and let them know you're turning left.
Even though I was stopped in the, I mean, I wasn't completely stopped. I was slowed down to almost a crawl beside a driveway. Obviously, I was there to turn. But the turn signal, that guy decided meant go ahead and pass me. And we've seen that now.
Yeah.
And what we've found is somebody will stick their hand out the window. You know, when their turn signal's on, they'll put their hand out the window and do this, which means slow down or stop. I'm going to turn.
Yeah. So
we learned.
Yeah, we
did. It was almost a major wreck, but we learned.
Yeah. Glad we did not get in a wreck. So.
Yeah, and I'm glad that guy didn't come back to yell at me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known what he was saying anyway. So and that would have made him even more mad, probably.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, we are at our 1 hour or a little over, but we appreciate all of you coming on here and joining us. And then we also appreciate everybody watching the videos. If you ever want to see any certain type of video or whatever, put in the comments, let us know, because we're always open to knowing what you guys want to know about Mexico and what we're doing and stuff like that, so we know what material to put out there and everything, because we really enjoy making these videos. And if you like the videos that we've been making, let us know so I can know we need to keep making those kind of videos. So
that's what's that.
Yeah. Nice chatting with you, Vicky, Betty. This was such fun. Thanks. Yay. Daynata. So Diana, see you on Facebook too. Doing great, you both. Thank you. And we'll plan another live. Hey, you too. Everybody have a blessed day for sure. We appreciate all of you being on here. Jazz, was nice catching you guys. Yay. And I'm seeing hearts. Thank you. Thank you. So appreciate it. All right. Well, we will chat with y'all later. So hope you all have a great week. Bye.
Bye.
Adios. Nos vemos.